Did you know that the name Afghanistan comes from the Persian words Afghan and Stan, which mean Pashtun and place, respectively? The Pashtuns are the largest ethnic group in Afghanistan, and they have played a major role in the country's history. The earliest reference to the name Afghanistan is found in the 10th century geography book Hudat al-Alam. The book describes Afghanistan as a large and populous country that is inhabited by a variety of different ethnic groups. The name Afghanistan was officially adopted by the Afghan government in 1855, when the British recognized Dost Muhammad Khan as King of Afghanistan. Did you know that the origin of the name Bhutan is uncertain? However, there are a few theories that have been proposed. One theory is that the name Bhutan comes from the Sanskrit word Bhotanta, which means end of Tibet. This theory is supported by the fact that Bhutan is located on the eastern edge of the Tibetan Plateau. Another theory is that the name Bhutan comes from the Sanskrit word Bhutan, which means highland. This theory is supported by the fact that Bhutan is a mountainous country with an average elevation of over 3,000 meters. A third theory is that the name Bhutan comes from the Monpo word Brekyul, which means land of the thunder dragon. This theory is supported by the fact that Bhutan is known for its frequent thunderstorms, and its national symbol is the druk, a thunder dragon. Did you know that the name China comes from the Sanskrit word China, which means the kingdom of the Qin? The Qin dynasty was a state that existed in China from 221 to 206 BC. The Qin dynasty was the first dynasty to unite China under a single rule. The name China was first used by Europeans in the 16th century. The Portuguese explorer Marco Polo is credited with popularizing the name in Europe. The Chinese name for China is Zhonghua, which means Central Kingdom. This name reflects the traditional Chinese view that China is the center of the world. Did you know that the name India comes from the Greek word Indos, which means the land of the industry? The Indus River is a major river that flows through India. The name India was first used by the ancient Greeks and Persians. The Greeks learned about India from Alexander the Great, who invaded India in 326 BC. The Persians learned about India from Darius I, who conquered the Indus Valley region in 516 BC. The name India was adopted by the British when they colonized India in the 18th century. The Indian name for India is Bharat. This name comes from the name of Bharata, a legendary king of India. Did you know that the origin of the name Myanmar is uncertain? However, there are a few theories that have been proposed. One theory is that the name Myanmar comes from the Burmese word Myanmar, which means strong people. This theory is supported by the fact that the Burmese people have a long history of fighting for their independence and self-determination. Another theory is that the name Myanmar comes from the Sanskrit words Mayan and Mar, which mean lord and kingdom. This theory is supported by the fact that Myanmar was once a powerful kingdom in Southeast Asia. A third theory is that the name Myanmar comes from the Chinese name Miandian, which means southern land. This theory is supported by the fact that Myanmar is located in the southern part of Southeast Asia. The name Nepal comes from the Sanskrit words Nipa, foot, and Alaya, abode. The name literally means abode at the foot of the mountain. The name Nepal was first used to refer to the Kathmandu Valley, which is home to the capital city of Kathmandu. The Kathmandu Valley is a fertile valley surrounded by the Himalayas. It has been a center of civilization for centuries. The name Nepal was later applied to the entire country. The name was officially adopted by the Nepalese government in 1962. The name Nepal is a reflection of the country's unique geographic location and its rich history. The name is also a symbol of the Nepalese people's resilience and their commitment to their culture and traditions. The name Pakistan comes from the Persian words Pak and Stan, meaning land of the pure. The name was first used to refer to the region in the 16th century AD, when it was part of the Mughal Empire. The name Pakistan became more widely known in the 20th century, when the Muslim League, a political party that advocated for the creation of a separate homeland for Muslims in British India, adopted the name Pakistan for the proposed country. Pakistan gained independence from the United Kingdom in 1947. The name Pakistan was officially adopted by the Pakistani government in 1956. The name Pakistan is a reflection of the country's Muslim identity and its commitment to Islamic values. The name is also a symbol of the Pakistani people's resilience and their determination to build a better future for their country.